Day 2 of posting on YouTube for 10 years. I already guess that I'm probably not actually going to keep up with this for 10 years because there's so many things I said I was going to do forever that I didn't keep doing. But point is, I'm here on the second day at the very least, no matter how long this continues. And I've made it as easy as possible. Just pull my camera out and record. No script, no fun thumbnail planning, no outfit extra, ring like this, none. And allegedly, what helps with consistency is making something as simple as possible. Thank you, James Clear, Atomic Habits, for that. So, and the only reason I actually remembered I'm supposed to do this is because I added a calendar block to record every day. So if I have the cue, I forgot what else is in his book. It's like the cue and the blah, blah, blah. But I got the cue, which is the calendar thing. It's easy enough. I guess there's supposed to be a reward. The reward is I upload it and see what happens. That being said, I talked to ChatGPT. Yep, I talked to ChatGPT. Kill me. I talked to ChatGPT about the concept of like growing, whether it be a business, as a content creator, as a person, whatever. And the reason I asked is because everyone's like, oh my God, just believe in yourself and keep going and it'll work out. And I was like, is that true, chat? It's not. Are we surprised? If you keep going at something but you never improve and your strategy sucks, you're just watering a dead plant, is a way of putting it. So chat was like, yeah, the thing that actually makes people get better in life and be successful, quote unquote successful, is having a good strategy, having enough time to see the results compound, being responsive enough to iterate their strategy, and a bit of luck. That's so annoying. I am so annoyed because that means, first of all, I can't just sit here in a robe and record for 10 minutes every day because that strategy sucks. People have dedicated their lives to studying effective content, and me speaking to my camera like this is not effective content. I'm supposed to hook you in the first 2 minutes of the video, and then I'm supposed to have the script for what, by the end of this video, blah, 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 blah. And that's proven, right? And so what chat was saying is, you cannot guarantee success, but you can guarantee that you will get better, and the better you get, the more likely you are to be successful. But you actually can't guarantee success of any individual thing you do, or even of your life in general. So yeah, I can keep posting videos on here for 10 years and nothing will happen if I just keep posting videos that suck. And then I asked chat, well, what happens when people who suck blow up? It's like, well, your definition of quality, first of all, quality is not required for success, and that's a bar. Second of all, your definition of quality is not the thing that's making them successful. Quality can be something that is emotionally resonant, even if your camera quality is trash. Or quality can be something is entertaining, even if it's not very smart. Quality can be something's relatable, even if it's not creative. So drag me, right? I'm saying, oh, something isn't good enough quality to blow up like that. And it's saying that my definition of quality is wrong. But then it's like, what about content creators who post whatever and they don't even understand how or why their own post blew up? There's the piece of luck. It's strategy. What were the other part? It's strategy times time times iteration times luck. So my thing is like, how do you balance being persistent, right? Like, because if you iterate on something that actually might work, if you had just stuck with it long enough, then that means the iterating was stupid. But if you don't iterate, that means you're just doing something stupid over and over again. So it's like, hello? And that's where judgment applies. And I have a very hard time with judgment. I will say one of my things that I'm afraid of with these YouTube videos is that somebody, government or some weirdo on the internet, is going to use all of these to reverse engineer my psyche and then manipulate me with it. Anyway, so back to this. So I just find that very frustrating because I don't like when things depend. When you're guessing, right? I have a control problem, duh, you can probably tell. And which means I want to know that if I do something right, if I do this, then I will get this. And the idea that I could be here, like I could be as good as Beyonce and not be Beyonce is fucked up. Excuse my language. Right? And we love to say that the reason the people who are successful because they just kept going. What about all the people who just keep going and never get successful? What about all the people who didn't even go that much and got successful? And that's where I'm at, where it's like, oh, I can't do anything to guarantee the outcome. I can just keep putting my heart, soul, spirit, body, mind, time, effort, love into something, only for it to maybe go somewhere, maybe not. Can you tell I have a hard time in relationships, right? That's the whole concept of relationship. You put your everything into something and maybe it doesn't work out. Romantic relationships, friendships. And then someone told me this the other day because I was like, because I don't want to tell the internet this. It's true though. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. And I'm ashamed about that. But anyway, I was talking to someone about how I don't want to look for another job because both of the jobs I've had up until this point, I really love the places I was working and the things I was working on and the people I was working with, and then things went sideways, and I just don't want to go through that experience again. And he was like, that's life though. Like, you gotta put yourself in new situations, and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. He's like, it's like a relationship. It's like there's all types of people out there who would relate to you in different ways, but you can't just let one relationship that didn't work out stop you from going into new relationships. But you have to understand that every relationship comes with a risk that it won't work out. That's just playing the game. And it was interesting for me to start thinking about applying for a job in the same way that I think about opening myself up for relationships. But at the end of the day, I understand the similarities. You were emotionally opening yourself up to something that could really screw you over in the end, and you gave your all, and your time, and your energy, and your effort to. And yeah, I should probably talk to my therapist about this tomorrow. Now that I think about it, like, yeah, this is a consistent issue across things, across looking for work, for relationships, for friendships, for investing in my hobbies. I don't want to put a bunch of time and effort into something that might not work out. So then I just don't do anything at all, which is childish, I know, but I emotionally don't know what else to do. Like in school, it's like, oh, if you study long enough, you're gonna get a better and better grade, damn near 100, if not 100. No reason you don't get 100s because you didn't study hard enough. But life is like, oh, I could be studying all the time and I just won't get an A. I could be the best partner ever and the relationships just won't work out. I could be the best employee and y'all just gonna take that for granted. Anyway, all of this is to say, I was trying to figure out if I just keep posting these videos, if I'll become like Stacy. And ChatGPT said no. So what do? I have to get better. I have to study the craft. I have to improve my strategy. I'm like, do I even want to do all that shit for real? That's another thing, is like, there are so many things in life you think you want until you realize how much goes into it, and you're like, I don't even want it like that no more. Like, the amount of time I'm gonna have to wake up and work out. I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 3 hours. That is annoying. But the reason it's 3 hours is because I base that routine off of the things you need to be healthy. It's like a medically required routine at this point. I'll link it in the comments. No, I won't. But like, haha, that's me being a YouTuber. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But the difference is my body is guaranteed to improve. Am I guaranteed to be healthy? No, but I'm gonna be healthier than I was. And I'm gonna be guaranteed to improve. So I'm gonna receive some kind of benefit from it. And maybe that's the point chat was making. I might not guarantee to have the certain body that I'm going for, but my body will get better. I might not have the YouTube fame that I wish I had, but my YouTube will grow. I may not have a perfect job, but I will learn and my skills will expand. I don't know why it makes sense for my body, but it doesn't make sense for social stuff. I think it's because my body doesn't hurt my feelings the way doing things for people does. I just prefer to do things for myself, because I ain't gonna screw me over. Yeah, I think it's the being screwed over by external factors There's no external factor operating on my body. Like, the factor might be my genetics won't let me have a six-pack, which is not true because I can already see it forming. That's the thing, is like, if I work hard enough at my body, it will be what I want it to be. Like, any aspect of my body, whether it be abs, ass, whatever, there is a path forward to getting it. It might take a few years, but it will literally guaranteed eventually get there. And I can see the difference and feel the difference in real time. That's part of the problem. Being in a system where the system itself isn't necessarily responding or giving me signals back, and I'm just supposed to keep the faith,